We all sleep, but how much do we actually know about sleep? Most people have heard of circadian rhythms, the 24-hour cycles that help our bodies anticipate what to do and when. The most famous role of circadian rhythms is to help set when we go to sleep and when we wake up, but they can also affect other factors like hungriness and mental performance. But circadian rhythms aren't the only processes that affect behavior. Homeostatic pressures, which are based around how long it's been since you fulfilled a biological need, also play a role. This is why you may still feel sleepy at 9 a.m. after staying up all night, even though you would normally be awake at that time. While circadian rhythms and homeostatic rhythms affect the whole body, the study of sleep is the study of the conscious, and as a result, the stages of sleep are classified by levels of brain activity. These stages are N1, N2, N3, and REM. The stages N1, N2, and N3 are classified as non-REM sleep, with N3 being the deepest and N1 being the lightest. Non-REM sleep helps with consolidation of declarative memory as well as repair of damaged tissues. REM sleep is when dreaming occurs and helps with consolidation of procedural memory. Your body cycles between these four stages multiple times during each night of sleep. Getting enough time in each of these stages of sleep is crucial to good health and being able to operate at peak performance. The CDC recommends at least 7 hours of sleep per night for adults, although getting 8 to 10 hours can be even better. Benefits of sufficient sleep include improved long-term memory and information retention, better athletic and muscular performance, faster reaction times, more stable metabolism, improved mental health, and more. Unfortunately, the reality is that most people, especially college undergraduates, don't get enough sleep. Between prioritizing studying and socialization over sleep and pulling all-nighters, many students suffer from the effects of insufficient sleep throughout their entire time in college. The results of this lack of sleep can be profound. Not getting enough sleep in one night can lead to significant decreases in memory and attention span, as well as slower reaction times and poorer muscle performance. People often think that they can hold off sleep even when they're beginning to feel sleepy, but remember, drowsiness is red alert. When you begin to feel drowsy, you're only moments away from falling asleep, so it's best to take a break if you're doing something potentially dangerous like driving. While getting insufficient sleep on one night is bad enough, missing out on sleep multiple times can be even worse. The collective amount of sleep that you miss out on over multiple days is called sleep debt, and accumulating a large sleep debt over multiple days can lead to more severe symptoms than just one day of missing sleep, even if you got a good amount of sleep the night before. For example, if you sleep 5 hours per day for 5 weekdays, you will have accumulated at least 10 hours of sleep debt. Even if you sleep 11 hours per day over the weekend, you'd still be left with 2 hours of sleep debt by the start of the next week. Lots of people blame not getting enough sleep on insomnia, or trouble falling and staying asleep. While insomnia is a symptom that can affect anyone, it can develop into an actual sleep disorder if it continues for long enough. One of the main ways to prevent insomnia as a symptom is by practicing good sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene refers to the circumstances and environment in which sleep occurs, and good sleep hygiene involves changing your behaviors and sleep environment to make it easier for you to fall and stay asleep. Aspects of good sleep hygiene include limiting exposure to light immediately before going to sleep, avoiding alcohol or large meals before bed, using your bed primarily for sleep and not spending time in it while awake, and having a dark, quiet, and comfortable environment to sleep in. However, good sleep hygiene alone can't solve insomnia disorders once they've been developed. The best solution for chronic insomnia is cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy aims to change the way that people with insomnia think about sleep in order to make falling and staying asleep easier. This can help eliminate unproductive ways of thinking about sleep, which can contribute to insomnia and therefore lead to more regular and higher quality sleep. Insomnias aren't the only sleep-related disorders that exist, though. Parasomnias are a class of disorders characterized by undesirable and abnormal physical behaviors during sleep. Parasomnias can broadly be categorized into REM-related and non-REM-related classes and are characterized by the behaviors that they involve. Non-REM-related parasomnias include arousal disorders and sleep-related eating disorders. Arousal disorders include subcategories like sleep terrors and confusional arousals, which cause somebody to wake up suddenly while asleep and experience either excessive fear or confusion. Frequently, these episodes of intense emotion can't be remembered at all the next day. Sleepwalking is also a non-REM-related parasomnia. It usually occurs during slow-wave sleep, during the first third of the night, and isn't limited just to walking. The sleepwalker can perform a variety of well-practiced activities or motions during non-REM sleep, although the popular portrayal of sleepwalkers holding their arms out like zombies is generally inaccurate. Once they wake up, sleepwalkers generally don't remember that they were sleepwalking. REM-related parasomnias, on the other hand, come in three major types: REM sleep behavior disorder, recurrent isolated sleep paralysis, and nightmare disorder. REM sleep behavior disorder, like sleepwalking, involves movement during sleep, but occurs during REM sleep instead and consists of acting out the behaviors occurring in the dream. When awoken, the sleeping person can generally recall what they were dreaming about, which will line up with the behavior that they were displaying. Sleep paralysis, also known as old hag syndrome, occurs when an individual wakes up from sleeping and temporarily is unable to move. This paralysis can last from a couple of seconds to more than 10 minutes, and is sometimes accompanied by vivid hallucinations, a feeling of being unable to breathe, or general feelings of terror and dread. Lastly, nightmare disorder is characterized by frequent and vivid nightmares. Unlike sleep terrors, which occur during non-REM sleep, nightmares are dreams and therefore can often be vividly remembered by the dreamer after awakening, and usually occur later in the night.